and I always try and, pay my respects everywhere I go. I think it's kind of thing to do. You don't just roll into somebody's house, start taking their stuff. Maybe you do for a job, I don't know. But I've certainly been doing this for a while, but during the coronavirus it's been a bit of a crazy ride. So I wrote a few songs in that time and just explored the journey, and I like to sing a few songs mainly about my family and the people that I love and the people that took me in. So here's a little song I wrote for my adopted grandmother who passed away a few years ago, and got the courage to write this song for her just not long ago. Ever since you went on that dream, I've been trying to see a tear and think, trying to find you. Yes, I'm trying to find you. And my heart gets lonesome at nights, and I think back times lost and confused, left here way too soon. Up on the hills I see the lights, and up through the trees I see the stars trying to find you. Ooh, trying to find you. Looking out to that shining star, 'cause I'm trying to find you. And you've been gone for to spend all my time thinking about you. My dreams did come true. Up on that hill I see the lights, and up through the trees I see the stars shining too. But I'm trying to find you. Ooh, trying to find you. Looking out for that shining star, 'cause I'm trying to find you. But I'm trying to find you. Looking out for that shining star, 'cause I'm trying to find you. Thank you. Might tune this guitar, but I've been thinking about a lot of things in the last couple of weeks, and especially because of the coronavirus was a bit crazy. Everybody always mentions it, and everybody always says, "Why you always mention coronavirus?" Well, it affected me a lot, and affected a lot of artists, and I really appreciate everybody coming out today and supporting some of us who haven't been on the stage for a while, and talk about match fitness. I haven't had an at it for a long time. So might be a bit rusty, and the old I woke up today with a bit of an ear infection, so mind me if a bit squeaky. Nah. Here's a little song I wrote going back 10 years ago. I was in love with a girl in high school, and I've always loved writing love songs. So here's a little song, wishing that I had a last dance at the graduation. When they do your dancing and your graduation. So here's a little song I wrote called Last Dance. Still think about that night 10 years ago, where I should have had offered you a dance to that last song. A plain, simple memory that'll never leave my head. I wish I could go back in time and do it all again. I still hear a sweet voice and I still see a perfect smile. Alone to think I just wasn't that guy. Everything that I ever wanted, and I couldn't beg myself to ask you for that one dance, which I never felt. So come on over. If you don't have any plans, come on over. Let me have that dance. Come on over. Even if it's my last chance, come on over and give me that last dance. Would have been a night to remember, holding you so tight and counting all those steps in my head. Felt so damn right. What could have been the moments never happened in the end. I will not give up hope until I get the final dance. So come on over. If you don't have any plans, come on over and let me have that dance. Come on over. Even if it's my last chance, come on over and give me that last dance. Still think about that night 10 years ago, where I should have offered you a dance in that last song. Plain simple memory that will never leave my head. I'll not give up hope until I get the final dance. So come on over. If you don't have any plans, come on over and let me have that dance. Come on over. Even if it's my last chance, come on over and give me that last dance. I was a bit inspired after watching Garth Brooks as well. He did a song, The Dance, and I really loved the documentary he put out on Netflix, so I just started writing this song about a last dance, and I didn't get that last dance. I'm still trying to find it, but it's all right. Nah. Pretty lucky in many ways to have come down here as a 17-year-old to Adelaide and get a great opportunity to do music in something I love. And I've been doing music for years, playing in a Christian band. When I wasn't playing regularly because I was 3 years old, but I got to play up on the drums at 3 years old and get up there, and they would show me off. Little prodigy, I guess. And growing up in the church, it gave me an opportunity to find a passion, and that was music. So I really thank the people who was in the church and my adopted grandmother who took me in when I was very young. So enough about that, but here's a little song. What song am I going to do? I got Settlers here. I'll do this song, which is I wrote many years ago for a friend, and it's about having hope. And Melbourne, there was a person who came up to me when I was touring over Melbourne, and she said, "Oh, this song's gonna make me stay around a little bit longer." Didn't know what to expect when I heard that. And as a young fella, I think I was just turned 21, so I didn't really know what to do anyway. So I think a lot of people are affected by my music, which is something that I love, and I try and relate to a lot of people. So here's a little song called Hope. Well, me, for I have wandered this cold world, waiting against something that I can't tell. My life isn't perfect, no one's is. Life has set a reason for us to live. And I have hope in you. Just don't give up. And walking through the alleys and darkness hits, and I'm cutting all the corners, but it never ends. And I've had many reasons to always quit, but I will until you're breathing, the pain is left. And I have hope in you. Just don't give up, 'cause yesterday is gone, tomorrow brings you right. Oh yeah. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow brings you light. So help me, for I have wandered this cold world. So help me, I've always wondered, when will it end? Thank you. Yeah, I wrote that song dedicated to one of my friends who, in high school, I think I was only in year 10, and I got a good memory for some reason, and I only wrote that song maybe a few years ago, and I was thinking about this guy that, you know, we didn't see around in the school anymore, and it was about a couple of weeks until we all found out what happened, and that was a song dedicated to him and people that were suffering from depression and anxiety. So here's a little song for that. Anyway, a bit sad that was, but you know, I do love writing love songs as well, so that's pretty happy. I think when you find love, you're pretty happy. I can say it. And yeah, I fell in love to my guitar years ago. Nah. Here's a little song I wrote for a girl that I fell in love with a couple of years ago. We're still together, so. I said good morning, and how are you doing? The sun is falling, and I'm still snoozing in my bed. It's where I wanna be. she stays right back at me. Said I've been away, but I haven't seen you. It's been some days, but I still hear you. The only voice I can listen to. So we have our moments, we have our issues, but I can't stand it, girl, I miss you. And I'll just wait till you stare at me. 'Cause the way she stares, the way she stares, the way she stares, the way she stares right back at me. Stares right back at me. I got that song, that idea of that song when my partner rolled over and I just woke up and she's like, I was just staring at you the whole time. I was like, that's a bit creepy when I was asleep. But it looks good in movies, eh? But when you see it like looking at you like that, like, oh, Jesus, get a bit creeped out. Anyway, I was pretty lucky enough in 2016 to. One of my goals was to get played on Triple J, and one of the songs I wrote was actually for Triple J. It's like stuffs your creativity up a bit, but I was like, I really want to get on Triple J, and so I wrote this song, which was a bit weird and indie, and a lot of those artists. I can't really say I'm a Triple J artist. I love country as well, but I can anyway. I'm just going around loops. Here's a little song I wrote called Nothing's Out There For Me. As I stand upon the edge, I feel the water in my hand. Well, it comes running beneath the winds, and then it all comes crashing in. I hear a voice in the clouds, or is it just me going crazy? Although I think about it, then it seems to be that nothing's out there for me. And I can feel it rushing in.
imagination is within. Well, somewhere out there, not in my head. And then it all comes back again. I try to fix it, but I can't. And then it seems to be that nothing's out there for me. So there's nowhere to run, nowhere to go. I find a place that soothes my soul. Then it all comes back again, and it seems to be nothing's out there for me. Nothing's out there for me.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a nice period there where I got paid, and probably the most I made out of music was during that period, and haven't had that since. But anyway, it's always different when you have to write songs, and you want to write songs for particular crowds. And you know, when I started playing music and I fell in love with music, I started playing country music. And you know, at high school, and all the girls would be like, "Oh, Nathan, play a song on the guitar. You can play guitar." And I started playing country music, and then they're like, "Oh, what the heck is that?" So you know, it was a bit different. But I was playing for myself, and I kind of got off that part of playing for myself, and you know, I'm lucky enough to be playing for myself again now. I'm going to invite someone up who's going to accompany me for a couple of the rest of my set list, actually. And yeah, Chris Goodall, he's a great friend of mine. We've known each other since 2013, and it's good to have him on board. So this next song, yeah, I start talking about country music anyway, and working with a lot of people and different artists. And I wrote a song, and I wanted to work with a guy named James Gillard, who was a part of Mondo Rock. He played a bit of bass for Mondo Rock, and Flood, and he did a lot of stuff with Lee Kernaghan. Anyway, I sent him some tracks, and I said, "Oh, what do you think of this track?" And so he's like, "Oh, can I put something in there that I you know, heard, and I could hear another catchy part in there." So he jumped on the song, and we kind of co-wrote the song together. So here's a little song called "Far Away."
These four walls still look the same, and the questions haven't changed. Wonder what I'm doing here, and if I learn to face my fears. These are the choices I have made. 6 years of living in Adelaide, far away from the ocean breeze, blowing in across the sea, as the sun sets fire to the bay. There be a star in the sky tonight, where it belongs, shining bright, telling me I'm not not so far away. And what an unkind eye might see, just a young man chasing dreams. But my purpose on this earth to find the things that I deserve, and whatever it may take, I may bend, but I won't break. Far away from the ocean breeze, blowing in across the sea, as the sun sets fire to the bay. To be a star in the sky tonight, it belongs shining bright, telling me I'm not so far away, telling me I'm so far away.
So yeah, I wrote that. Yeah, that was a song about always going home up to Darwin and always getting the same questions asked. What you been doing down there? Oh, I've just been going to uni, doing music, not much. But you know, that's just family for you. And that was a song for my family and for the people up in Darwin. Yeah, that have supported me a lot, and but they still don't know what I'm doing down here. And yeah, so I know there's a few. I don't know. There's probably, I don't know. Is anybody from NT here? Or I know that bloke over there. Yeah, so love NT. See you in the NT. Anyway, here's a song I wrote about another girl. There's plenty about. As I say, I started my journey in Adelaide, and the journey started in Hindley Street. So here's a little song.
Well, this day has come, and this day will end. I'm trying to find my long-lost friend. You were somewhere out there in this big world. I hope I get the second chance to find this girl. What's the chance I'll find you? What's the chance I won't? 'Cause I might be blind to the perfume, and I cannot wait for the day to come. Keep you there inside my head, it won't be long. You and I will stay up all night, you and I'll stare in your eyes. You and I'll hold you so tight through the night. Maybe one day it'll be you and I. up all night, you and I was staring in your eyes, you and I will hold you so tight through the night, and maybe one day it'll be you and I.
Oh, thank you. So it looks like I'm going to sleep, but it must have been the antibiotics I've taken from my ear. I was kind of getting at a stage. I said I was going to sit down because it might have fell over if I was standing. But anyway, and that's what you do. You learn from things like this. This is a song is called Learn, and it's about learning about things. I was in a program where a football program up in Darwin, and I was a little jerk in high school. And I admit that because I kind of was. And I was in this program, and some of the boys are here from the Clontarf Foundation. They do a great job with young Aboriginal boys, and they paved the way for me and got me out of school and made me come down to Adelaide. And you know, I was got expelled a few times and was following other crowds that I shouldn't have been hanging around. And you know, now I'm down here doing Adelaide and doing music, which is great. And one of the most important things, they got me through school, and you know, with my education, I couldn't really read and write till I was in year 10. So that was a big turning point. And I always mention this because I love it, and a lot of people give me crap for it. But you know, I got to meet the President of the United States at the time, Barack Obama, in 2011, and that was because of my academic upskilling. They said I was the most academic Aboriginal student in my school at Palmerston Senior College. So that was a great day. And then I went on to meeting someone like him was excellent. I didn't want to go. They invited me over to meet Trump, but I said, no, I don't want to do that. No, here's a little song called Learn.
Man said to me that I can't run, been caught up in a trap for too long. Don't know what to do, what have I done? No one is to blame except for one, and it is me. Yeah. And I cannot find another lie that's made me escape so many times, and I'm here all alone once again. I'm afraid this is now where I stay. 'Cause where will I go? What will I do? Trying to find another excuse. The things have been burnt, and I'm still hurt. Cause I will never learn. So I'm running out of time and out of love. These games draw me in, I cannot stop. And there's nothing I can do, I'm out of love. Searching for something to get me off. So where will I go? What will I do? Trying to find another excuse. 'Cause things have been burnt, and I'm still hurt. And I will never So where will I go and what will I do? Trying to find another excuse, 'cause things have been burnt and I'm still hurt. And I will learn.
You. Here's another song that was basically written for Triple J, and yeah, it's called "Caught Up in the Waves," but you know, dedicated to one of my uncle who was caught up in this wave, and yeah, he was partied too much, I reckon, and partied too hard, and in the end of the day, he got run down, and it caught up to him. So here's a little song called "Caught Up in the Waves." By the way, you probably know by now I'm a bit of a jokester, so don't be yeah. I know a lot of people. I played at the wine gallery and was trying to crack a few jokes, and you know, the people there. I'm not saying you guys are the people there, but they was like very. But the Wheaty's good, so.
As I try to sleep at night, you keep on telling me that I'm afraid of the night. A wise man said to me, as I looked him in his eyes, the walls were meant to crumble as we face our deepest lies. Who's gonna save me now? Who's gonna save me now? Who's gonna save me now? Oh, who's gonna save me now? Because I'm caught up in the waves, and I can't swim at all. Caught up in the waves, now I start to fall. Caught up in the waves, and I can't swim at all. Caught up in the waves, and now I start to fall. Faces in your mind, they keep on going by. They go on going crazy, 'cause they can't keep up with time. The things that I must do, and the people I must meet, send me off to dreamland. My imagination sings. Who's gonna save me now? 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 'Cause I'm caught up in the waves, and I can't swim at all. Caught up in the waves, now I start to fall. Caught up in the waves, and I can't swim at all. Caught up in the waves, now I start to fall. Now, now you, now you, now you.
getting too caught up in my own songs here. It's like, ooh, haven't done this for a while, so. Here's a song I wrote. Most of the songs I write about other people. And here's a song about somebody who's been alone for a very long time. The endless stream will stay with me for however long I am fast asleep. 'Cause on a rainy day I won't be awake to tell you how I feel. The pain has grown and sinking home, and on the other side there's a lonely soul. So if you bear with me as I am in the stream, and I am wide awake, so I scream. Just don't think it's all so perfect, 'cause I've been there once before. But not many people know how it feels to be alone. I'm done with trying to find my home. These nights alone, oh, they're way too cold, and I can't sleep at night 'cause I'm afraid of the night. So won't you help me now? Oh, please. So don't think it's all so perfect, 'cause I've been there once before. But not many people know how it feels to be alone. To be alone. To be alone. To be alone. So oh, help me now. Oh, just help me now. I'm down on my own. Just don't think it's all so perfect, 'cause I've been there once before. And not many people know how it feels to be alone. You. No, maybe we'll cut that one. We'll go for them for you. So yeah, I was pretty grateful for a great life at the moment. You know, get to meet a lot of interesting people, get to do a lot of interesting things. You know, I'm still pretty young, so hopefully I'll be around for a bit longer. Yeah, that's a joke. And so, you know, I did this record, album, EP, I don't know what people call it these days. And I did this in 2015, and yeah, I've got about 500 copies still to sell, so if anybody's liked the music, just stream it on Spotify. So it's a little song I wrote, one of my first love songs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I've gotten better out of them because I write a lot of them.
Walking around once again, I'm on my own, and all I think about is you. Your perfect skin, it just shines beneath the sun. It's so beautiful, and I can't stand one more day without you now. It's been too long. All I wanted was for you to be happy. But I know you now. Every day I keep thinking, was I good enough? Every day I keep wishing for you and me together. 'Cause you are the only one that I see. You are my wonderland. You are the only one that I hear all day and every night. And it's so true, I'm falling for you, it's so true. These feelings for you, it's so true. I'm falling for you again. Never been so afraid in my whole life when I met you. It keeps my plans so fitted on the ground that I can't fall down. Your eyes so brown, the way you look at me, well, I feel so weak. I can't believe all this time I wasted here. It means nothing. Every day I keep thinking, was I good enough? Every day I keep wishing for you and me together. 'Cause you are the only one that I see. You are my wonderland. You are the only one that I hear all day and every night. And it's so true, I'm falling for you, it's so true. These feelings for you, it's so true. I'm falling for you again.
last one that we do. I want to do two, but we'll see how we go with time. This song I wrote was for a beautiful hometown up in Darwin and lovely rain. And I always tell the story of when I first felt the rain in Adelaide. And because normally when you want to go outside to Darwin, you want to cool down and you jump in the rain. And I learnt the hard way when I wanted to jump outside in the Adelaide rain in winter. And I was like, why did I do that? Ended up getting a bit of pneumonia. Well. And so I love the rain, so this song's about the rain and loving the rain.
Every day I hear the rain, every day I hear it fall. Along the roof and through the trees, crystal water runs on my feet. I'm standing there, it's pouring down. I close my eyes and listen for the sound. Thunder cracking through the air, and everybody else feeling scared. Well, you know I love the rain, feeling back home again. And when I'm far away from me, I imagine everything in my head. Water dropping on the ground, I see it coming, but there's no sound. In a country town so long I wait, it came around, but it never stayed. Well, you know I love the rain, I'm feeling back home. Smell it there, you and I land. My feet hit this soft floor ground. Know I'm home, I know I'm found. And oh, my wish came true, siren outside. I close my eyes and the sky just cried. know I love the rain, feeling back home again. You know I love the rain, yes, I'm back home, back home again.
Thank you very much. I'll do one more song and then I'll let Cookie get up here and do her thing. So thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see that Obama picture, look me up on Instagram. It's there. I think it's recent too because I was like, oh, you know, we need someone like him. No, I don't know if it's actually recent. But here's a little song I did called Fix It Up. It's a little country kind of tune.
I look around upon the stars, see your smiling face, broken hearts. And it is bright, it's also dark. You're not the only one who's falling in love. But what a time to make you work, 'cause I've been buried down beneath the dirt. We will try to push on through, 'cause we're together now, just me and you. As I find the pieces to your broken heart, as I find the pieces to your broken heart, I'ma fix it up. Look at me, look at you. Take a fairy tale and make it true. I'm not the one to take or give, but I'll give you all my love. I promise you will live. As I find the pieces to your broken heart, as I find the pieces to your broken heart, I'ma fix it up. Na 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 na. Look around upon the stars, see your smiling face, broken hearts. And it is bright, but it's also dark. You're not the only one who's falling in love. As I find the pieces to your broken heart, as I find the pieces to your broken heart, as I find the pieces to your broken heart, I'll fix it up.
Thank you very much.
Pay my mailbox blue. Get up in the morning.